Stopper. 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 Stopper.
Hello guys, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Today I want to talk about the last season's division reward, Nico Slaughterback. Overall, I think he's an 8.10 card. Overall, from gameplay to short time, to everything, to skill, the short time skill he has, everything just points at 8.0 rating. How to build Slaughterback? Nico Slaughterback. So he's a Borussia Dortmund defender, Germany player. He's 191 centimeters tall, so he is shorter than Van Dijk by 4 centimeters. He is one of the tallest defenders in the game, and I think he can be really good for your team if you don't have tall defenders. So he's way far taller than Baresi, Alberto Ferri, Cannavaro, those type of defenders. So yeah, he's very useful, and he has a short time skill of long range tackle. Well, how to build Nico Slaughterback? As you can see, this is his player module, which is, I don't know why I say player ID, and also his physical attributes. Physical attributes are important. That the arm length, leg length. Arm length is the one that, you know, utilizes the shoulder to shoulder challenges. And looking at this card, it is a very, very, very unique card in terms of stats and everything. When I first saw it before I played the last season's division phase, I was so happy. I was like, I always wanted a Nico Slaughterback card. I used to get a pure TW one, but it was way slow, and he feels heavy. That's the problem. He feels heavy for a 191 centimeters, and I'll show you why it's so surprising that he feels heavy. So this is the build. This is the natural build. 90 speed, acceleration 80. If you're very good at defending, there's nothing you can do. 90 physique, and the heading is not that good, but he's tall, so he can compensate. So yeah, he's not like the Araujo's, which get 188 centimeters, but he has good jump and heading, and he's just legs in height. So 188 centimeters compared to 191 centimeters, I take 191 centimeters with a little bit of less jumping and heading stats. So this is Eto, 100 acceleration, 99 speed, let's just say 100 pace. How does he, in this game, the way the game has come now in the new update, there's a bit of tweak in the gameplay, and he's facing someone like Nico Slaughterback. The through ball spamming is really, it has gotten to the extent of really becoming annoying for most people, because through ball spammers, your players, if whether you're playing any place, quick counter and possession game, you're cooked. The moment you lose the ball in that midfield transition, or the opponent is attacking, you have players like Slaughterback. He might have a chance if he positions himself well, but generally, honestly speaking, most of us were really bad at defending, unless you are those type of, you know, division players, rank pushers, top 2k points players, those top rankers, top 100, let's say. Those are good players in eFootball. But us who struggle with network skill and game reading of what the opponent is about to do, is Slaughterback gets cooked on a transition run. The only chance you have is a shoulder charge or a long range tackle, but if Eto is gone, he's gone. So through balls, he's very vulnerable. But how to build him to actually have a chance against through ball spammers? This is the build I made. Give him 84 acceleration, 90 speed. The physique will stay at 89, which is a great advantage. So let's just say it's 90. This makes him much more, I think with the booster I gave him, which was hard worker, it's 90 physical contact. But defensive stats like engagement and tackling drop to 93, then awareness 91, I guess, or 90, I forgot. But here you get decent defensive stats with decent, really good speed, because Mickey Van Ven has 92 speed and 82 acceleration. I think that's where Saliba is also at in terms of speed. Mickey Van de Ven feels really smooth. His play ID is amazing, like the way he plays is amazing. But Nico Slotterbeck is actually heavy compared to other, players, other centre backs like Saliba and Mickey Van de Ven. But I think he's almost the same heaviness with Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk is very heavy, but the one advantage he has is positioning. So if you're under attack, he's always able to position himself in a way that you are able to, you don't have much to do with Van Dijk, because he positions himself well for a tackle, for a shoulder charge, for at least a 1v1 pace run. But we have never gotten a free Virgil van Dijk card which is fast, unless you spam for POTW cards, which I had one of them, but I've always struggled with pace. But the way he plays, his player ID is amazing. Like, he gets close to the opponent, or the opponent gets close to him, he just takes the ball. But he's way too slow. So this is Mickey Van de Ven, POTW. As you can see, that heading that I was talking about, that's where the problem is. That's where we have a problem with, I think, EPL ports, Saliba, or any POTW card of Saliba. They lack heading and a lot of things that you need for a center back. So yeah, this is what I'm trying to explain, is that Virgil van Dijk is very good in the air. He's very good when you're taking corner kicks and stuff. And the play ID of Virgil van Dijk is just too good. Now, look at that. Look at the amount of weight. I think he's 86, and Virgil van Dijk, Mickey Van de Ven is 89 kgs. Both, I think they can play on similar positions. They're similar. I think Nicolas Slotterbeck is your updated version of Mickey Van de Ven. He's more like a brother to him, but with better stats, better, but he doesn't have much speed. That's the problem. If you could walk around, if he was more physical, we could have had more progression points to put in that speed and not treat with his defensive starts. But there's nothing you can do. But this is the only way you can use him, with 90 speed and 84 acceleration, which I've recently started using him with. On just only one game I played with him, he was really good. And his passing is good. Most of us, we like play possession, long counter, kick counter, whatever. You like your center backs to be able to pass, isn't it? That is one thing like players like Paresi, Cannavaro are good at, but they are very much in short in player ID and height. Another very good example that I want to put out why I recommend you a build with 90 speed and 84 acceleration is, it's not about skill issue, it's just about how you read the game. I was just copying how Saliba and Mickey Van de Ven speed is at. You have to paste the same thing, that those guys are one of the most fastest free-to-play cards and center backs. So this is Mbappe versus Dembele, the French pack. These two cards are really insane, by the way. Fast, agile, very deadly. Imagine these two cards against Nicolas Slotterbeck on a transition through ball. Just imagine the pace that will cause threat. Like Eto'o, you can't catch Eto'o. I have tried that many times and I've failed. You cannot catch Eto'o. If he's gone, he's gone. Look at that, 92 speed, 100 acceleration for Dembele, 95 speed from Mbappe, acceleration 98, which is not different. But it's weird. Why is Dembele seemingly having much more acceleration? These guys have the same pace. But it all comes on player module, where Mbappe kind of edges a bit in aspects like arm length, leg length, a bit, shoulder height. This is what makes Mbappe a bit of a dangerous center forward. Sometimes you try to shoulder him away, he's strong because of that player module. But both cards don't come with any special skill. But look at the weight. But Dembele is 67 kgs, Mbappe is 75 kgs, which means Mbappe feels heavy. So take note of this. This is one thing that is natural. These two cards with the same amount, same pace, they will not have the same speed because of their weight. It's like comparing Haaland with the same speed as Mbappe or Dembele. Comparing three of them, Haaland will always become the last one because he's heavy. You see the point I'm talking about? So you need more speed on Haaland than usual in order to compete with these two. So like this, Dembele will still be faster because his weight is less. He's much more agile, flexible, nimble. So he's way faster. Even if you have faced the big time versions of Dembele, the Ballon d'Or version is way faster. So I think Slotterbeck is a very good card, 8.0 out of 10 rating. If you didn't rank push, you should have. Please like and subscribe. See you in the next video.